International Women's Day is this Sunday, March 8th, and this year's theme, Give to Gain, is fitting for our next guest. Georgie Dickins is the CEO of Women in Leadership Global, and she's here with us to talk about the meaning behind the day and how this year's theme is reflected in her own work. Georgie, welcome.
Thank you for having me, Ashley.
So what is the mission of Women in Leadership Global?
Our mission is to advance the face of leadership. It's a private membership network where it is about bringing together exceptional leaders from financial services, and it is for those women who want to elevate their game. They want to increase or amplify their impact and influence in the world, but who are also seeking community. No one's an island, and it's really valuable to have that peer network to lean into for advice, for insight, for information, and to give you that honest perspective. So advancing the face of leadership was our mission, and we get to see so many great examples of women now who are owning their voice more and who are taking on those larger roles within their organizations.
How does the organization work? Do you have meetups? Is there a network somewhere? Are you connected on social media?
Yeah, we run transformational programs. So everyone who's part of the network joins a 6-month program, and we teach the mindsets, the behaviors, the skills, the tools in order that they can elevate their game. But the programs are also, it's about bringing together, as I said, this trusted community, because all the women in the network, they've got years and years of experience and advice and lessons learned. So it's a group of people you can go to be like, I'm experiencing this within my organization. How would you deal with that? So leveraging the community is such a powerful, it's a force multiplier when you leverage it.
And this year's International Women's Day theme is Give to Gain. What does that mean to you personally, and how is that reflected in your work?
I love the theme this year, and I think the Give to Gain, it should be one that we all practice and exercise every day. And I think it's those small acts, which are also gifts. Whether it's giving someone as leaders, giving someone a piece of advice, giving feedback, giving someone a piece of a platform for visibility, you never know when those small acts, they really can make a transformational difference. So the Gift to Gain, it feels a very a powerful one that we can all have intention around every day, and it doesn't need to be a big direct debit of time. I said it's those small acts that really can make a difference.
And we're in a period of intense global volatility, markets, geopolitics, AI disruption. How are women leaders that you're working with navigating this moment?
Yeah, I think one of the key things is being really intentional about creating time to think. There is so much noise coming at them from, well, not just female leaders, but leaders in general from every angle. And there is so much, there are huge demands on their time. So creating that time to think is critical, because that's where that ideation comes. That's where you're able to connect the dots. That's where you're able to synthesize information and really, give thought to what is the best strategy going forward. Given the fact there are so many demands on your time, being intentional and carving out that time and prioritizing and fiercely protecting it is critical. And then I think the second thing is for female leaders, and I said generally leaders, is about surrounding yourself with an awesome leadership team. You can't be an expert on every aspect of the business, as you shared, geopolitical, AI, private, public markets. There is so much that leaders are having to learn and navigate. Hence, having your team who are the experts, empowering them, trusting them, and then getting out of the way so you can do what you're uniquely positioned to do.
And when you say creating time to think, what do you mean by that? Are people so busy now that you feel like they need to actually carve out time to recharge and connect with themselves?
Connect with themselves, but also if they're thinking about business strategy, their vision, if they're thinking about their execution plan. Many leaders live in a world of back-to-back meetings, and they could be drinking out of the proverbial fire hose every day. And therefore carving out that time, that's dedicated space to think about their own personal strategy. Where do I want to be 2 years, 5 years, 10 years from now? What are my fuel sources, and how am I, making sure I'm investing in those? That stuff is all so critical, and yet I don't think people typically find themselves with time. So therefore, that actively creating it is a game changer.
We have just a few moments left, but how will you be spending International Women's Day on Sunday?
I will be in Miami at the FIA Vocal Conference, and I'm hosting a dinner for C-suite leaders where we will be discussing a lot of the topics that are coming up today, and in warmer climates, I might add as well over there.
Well, enjoy that. Thank you, Georgie Dickins, CEO and founder of Women in Leadership Global, for joining us at the New York Stock Exchange.
Thank you, Ashley.
So good to see you again.